Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Afternoon everybody. Happy Friday to you. I am back with you once more. I have the start of the electronics portion of the circuitry ready to go here. Anyway, that's the way it's going to fit in there. I got it, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. Nothing I do has to be perfect. I debated on whether or not to turn this transformer around, because the actual AC input will be on this side over here. But I think what I'm going to do is just add some extensions to these wires and let it route around here. I think it's going to be better that way. These can be cut. They're going to go on this end of the circuit board. That's where they'll fit into, and the circuitry will run that way. I think it was Jack that asked about the regulation. Yes, Jack, this is a 7812 regulator. That's what I'm using, and I'm going to use a heatsink on that too, so I know it probably won't get that hot, no more amperage than it's going to draw, but I have the heat sinks. Why not use them? That's what I figure. So we'll do that, and this is basically how that's going to mount in there. I'm going to put a washer and a screw on each end, and that will hold that board in there rather well. And in fact, I can put a spacer in there. I think I have a couple of spacers left, spacers from that one kit. I can do that, or just use even washers or whatever. But that's what that's going to look like. And so what I'm going to do next is get busy and actually add some. Well, I think what I'm going to do is mount this first. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some holes on each end and mount the board in there to make sure it's going to be there. It's going to be like I want it, and so that will work. Once I get it mounted and actually know it's going to mount in there, I can take it out and then put the circuitry in. I'm a little bit I have the 2200 microfarad caps. I have several of those left. I'm trying to figure out the best way to filter this. You guys, electronics guys, have any ideas? I know Robert probably will chime in. I appreciate it. On the best way to filter the output. My plan is to put the 2200 microfarad cap in before the regulator, and then regulate the DC, and then maybe add more filtering to the end of the DC. There is going to be a 0.1 microfarad cap on each end, the input and output of the regulator. Somebody said that was important on this this type of power supply for that AM transmitter. And I am going to have a LED on the other end off the switch. This will be the switch for it, one of Wally's switches that he sent me, and that will be used on, it'll be on this side. And so, like I said, getting ahead of myself, I guess, but you know, if you guys got any ideas about the filtering, I have some coils, but I don't have anything to measure them anymore with. I used to have the tester that I could measure them with, but now that I don't have the tester, I can't even measure the coils. So, like I said, I want it filtered to where I don't get any hum out of the power supply. I mean, I can use the scope and go that route, but you know, rather than just keep adding capacitance, I'm wanting a little bit more creative solution maybe to the. I know the older some of the older systems, when they used to use the field coil, had the coil, which greatly reduced the hum of the power supply. And so, you know, something like that on that nature, you know, just an idea. If you guys got an idea, I've looked on the internet, and most don't say too much about that. But so, anywho, that's where I'm at. Let me get some more stuff done here, and I'll bring you back. All right, there's what we've come up with so far. That's the board in there. It's a little bit close on the bottom. I kind of don't like that. I'm going to put some spacers in there and bring it up a hair. This end doesn't really hold much here, but I'm going to put a washer underneath there and bring that up a little bit also. I think it'll be okay. Other than that, it's pretty tight in there. I mean, it's not. It won't withstand an earthquake probably, but it probably would hold up just about anything else. So let me go ahead and add some washers in there and see what I can come up with. Alright, back again. I have the washers in there now. You can see I don't have that tight, but they are in there pretty good. And I'll show you the gap of the clearance. You can see there's plenty of clearance there. I think you can see that. And I'd put two washers on the bottom and then one on the top, and I think that'll hold it up just fine. Everything else is fitting pretty darn good. I do gotta shave that off just a hair right there. It's touching. I don't like it touching. So get that done, and I think I'll tighten these up. And I'll go ahead and replace these on this side with a shorter screw. I don't need anything that long. I think I have some shorter ones here. Maybe one. I'm not really sure if I do or not. Yeah, there they are. I see them in there. Alright, so let me do that and come back one more time. Oh, back once more. I have it in there very well now. It's in there good and tight. And again, I have the clearance that I need. Plenty of clearance there. I thought about even putting a piece of fiberboard or something on the bottom of this. I think I have some of that laying around here just to make doubly sure that it doesn't short out. But I think it will be just fine. There, like I said, you can see there's plenty of space under there. You can see my fingers, and it's plenty of space. Anywho, let me put my finger there. That's. I don't know if you can see my finger, but I've got my fingernail underneath that circuit board, so that's a good bit. You know, like I said, that's, you can see it better there. I think that's a good bit of clearance. So I don't think there'll be any problem with that whatsoever. There's going to be no pressure on it. There, I did split that a little bit, so there's no rubbing against the transformer now at all. And I did tighten the other ones down. I put shorter screws on this side. See there? And tighten those down really good. Same thing with this side. So there is no give now on the black plate. Now there is a little bit of a give on the transformer because it just connects with tabs. So here's the other end of this. Again, no problem there. And I think it will work out perfectly fine. And so that's next step done on that. So I think the next step to do is to wire this up, and then we will, once that's done, we can start figuring the only thing I'm not liking about this is the fact that this is going to be here, and when I take this apart, this is going to have to come off here and basically stay connected to the because of the wiring. And I'm not crazy about that, but you know, there's not really a lot you can do about that, I don't think. I could probably put some disconnects between here and the other wire if I really wanted to, but I think we're going to be fine. It's not going to have to come apart all that often, I don't think. The other thing I have, I've got so many things of these little. The other thing I have is the feet coming for this. They're 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch. They're 1/2 inch wide by 1/4 inch tall, and they do mount with screws. So that's basically what I wanted, and there's going to be plenty of room in here, and here, here, and here to put those in, and that should be fine on that part. The ones I ordered from the guy, he had a set of 4 for $4 and something. Then he had a set of 8 for 5 something. It's about $1 more. And I thought, well, that's totally stupid. See, this is what I was talking about, saving money. When I find a deal like that, that's how you save money. I mean, chances are I'm going to use another set of those pretty easily in fabricating something or other. So I think it'll work out just fine. I think that's exactly what I wanted, actually. So I think that's going to work out fine for that, and that is looking good. And let me bring you back one more time if I start putting this electronics in, and we'll see what we got. I'm back with you once more. I have the heatsink mounted up there. I have it fairly secure on the bottom there. Probably won't come off, I don't think. I had one of these. I got them fresh out of this pack that I had marked, 7812, the ones I got. This one here, I had it all set up to go in there, like that. And everything was fine until I just got under the magnifying lamp, and I was checking it out. And I looked at a little closer at the, and I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. But that's a 7805. It's clearly on there. I looked under the magnifying glass, you can see it. It's L7805, and so I went back and got the others out of the bag. They are all 7805. So, apparently I have the wrong ones. And now, here they all are right there. And now I will have to get the correct ones. I'm hoping he'll just ship them and say keep the other ones or whatever. That would be nice. So we will have to get back with you and check, but that's going to end this little thing right here, because I don't want to go any further until I get this mounted and get it in there good and solid, and then I can start wiring up the bottom, put my bridge rectifier in, things like that. So that'll be our next step, is getting that fixed up. And so we're going to wrap this one up here, and you guys have a pleasant evening, the rest of the evening. And thanks so much for watching, and we will see you.